PlugSeeker.
Good morning, this is the PlugSeeker. I'm going to do a little video today looking at a new player on the block. I recently got a message through PlugShare from another local Leaf driver who has told me that a new rapid charger has suddenly sprung up in my local area. So obviously I thought, well, going to have to go and have a quick look at this. Now interestingly, this new charger is actually from a network I have not used before, called the ESB Network. Now those of you who are viewers living in Ireland or Northern Ireland will be very familiar with ESB, as it is the main provider of the national network across Ireland. Now I have been made aware that there are a few of these ESB chargers now cropping up across the rest of the United Kingdom, but I haven't come across any yet. So I was most interested to find there's one literally 5 minutes drive from my house. So I thought, well, yeah, let's go and have a look at this. So then it comes down to, how do we use this new rapid charger? And as you may have guessed, it's another app. Now I've had this conversation many times online with other users, and yeah, it is slightly irritating that every time a new network appears, it's another app to download on the phone, or it's another RFID card which you have to add to your growing collection in your wallet. Now that being said, I think you've got to applaud any new rapid charging network being brought out across the UK, because any new network is going to be newer machines, hopefully better quality, more reliable machines, and more options for charging. Now this new ESB charger can be charged using a free app, and it doesn't necessarily require membership. Now at the time of this video, I understand that the cost is 29p per kilowatt, which is kind of middle of the road, similar cost to electricity at 30p per kilowatt, maybe a bit more expensive than Polar if you use the chargers more than twice a month. So 29p per kilowatt is not too bad anyway. If you're a member, it's slightly cheaper, and I'll put the details below. And I'll also put in the membership cost, which I believe is £4 a month if you want to be a member of the ESB charging network. And I also looked into the fact that you can order an RFID card via the app. So if you do want an RFID card, there is the option. Unfortunately, there is a £10 fee, which is a little bit annoying. But if you're going to use ESB chargers regularly, that probably would turn out to be worthwhile. Those who are regular viewers of my episodes will know that personally I have a preference for RFID cards over apps, because I find them less fiddly, and you've not got to worry about whether you've got a good phone reception or any problems with your phone running out of power, that sort of thing. Okay, right, I'm here, parked up now at the charging space, and let's see if this works. So this is one of the new ESB chargers, which is near to my house. As you can see, it's very similar to the ones you see at the Shell stations, with the same sort of setup. So let's have a go.
So these machines appear very similar to the rapid chargers used in the Shell petrol stations. As you can see, there is a contactless area for the RFID card, but unfortunately it quite clearly says that it does not take debit or credit cards, and hopefully this might be something which they'll change in future. So the next thing to do is to collect the right sort of cable for your electric car, which in my case is the blue CHAdeMO cable right here. To release it, push forward on the button here and pull it out of the socket. So then go back to your electric car and lift up the electric flap and then in this case I open the CHAdeMO socket right here and put the CHAdeMO cable in as so. You push it in hard and firmly and there should be a quick click as it connects in. And now we're going to go back to the machine to start the charge. So you open the app and you go to the option that says Find Charger. You click on the charger you want to use, which as you can see is this one here. You'll then be asked which of the free rapid chargers you need, and in my case this is the CHAdeMO for my Nissan Leaf. And then you'll be asked to swipe to the right to start your charge. You'll then be asked to plug in your cable, and we've done this already. So now what I do is I press the start button on the machine like this. And as you can see, it has now started charging. On the app you now see a screen which shows you the charge duration and also allows you to swipe back to the left when you're ready to finish the charge. On the screen you now see a charging screen which shows you the percentage of your car, the number of kilowatt hours that have been delivered and the time you've been charging. Now if you click back, you will see that the CHAdeMO is now showing as in use and unavailable to other users. Interestingly, the Type 2 Rapid AC appears to still be available, so similar to the PodPoint Rapid which I reviewed in Tesco Crawley, in theory you could connect a Type 2 rapid charging car such as a Renault Zoe at the same time. However, it looks like they didn't really think this location through very well, as due to the position of the charger, it would be physically impossible to get two electric cars close enough charging at the same time. So as I said, I'm actually at quite a low 3% following a recent long road trip. So I'm going to charge up to about halfway and then pick up the rest at the 7 kilowatt charger I have at work. And we'll see how fast this charger is. So I now swipe left on the app to end the charge, and the screen now shows that the charge has ended and gives me a summary. So charging complete. So all we have to do now is remove the charger from the car. So to do this, press forward on the button on the front of the CHAdeMO and then pull back firmly and it should come out quite easily. We then replace the charger back into the charging machine. But before we do this, first make sure we get the dust cap from the bottom of the CHAdeMO and securely fasten it over the end of the charger, as so. Now you can see this will keep it clean from getting wet or getting dust in the mechanism. So all we have to do now is just place this back in the holster, back inside the charging machine, as so. And there we are. All done. And that was quite straightforward. And all that's left now is to close up our car. So go back to the charging port and close the CHAdeMO and then just close the charging flap on our car. And there we have it. Job done.
And that's it. So I'd like to thank ESB for installing a brand new rapid charger near me. I think I can safely say that was an easy charge and a very easy to use app and a quite straightforward machine. One small safety point I would like to also add whilst using this charger is it's important to notice that this charger is situated very close to a very busy road, as you can see here. And therefore when you are taking the plug out of the socket and connecting it to your car, you have to be very careful to be aware that you are facing backwards onto the main road. And there's not much space before you could end up being in the road. So if I show you here, is that whilst you're in front of the charger, your back is very close to this major road here. As you can see, there's traffic going past a lot of the time. So you need to be very aware that you don't step backwards into the road. So it's an important safety point when using this particular location. So this was just a short video to test out the ESB network. I'm pleased to say that it was extremely easy rapid charger to use and the app was very straightforward. I think it is excellent to see another player in the rapid charging UK infrastructure. I think the more rapid chargers being installed across the country, the easier it will be to make long distance journeys, and it will also provide an extra charging option for those who do not have off-street parking and rely on the public network. I think the pricing was reasonable and very similar to other competitors. It is a bit expensive to pay £10 for the RFID card, but at least that option is there. So I hope to see many more of these ESB rapid chargers popping up around the UK. So thank you very much to ESB for giving us a new rapid network. So that's it for today. This is the PlugSeeker signing off. Happy charging.